Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Come on.
On second and a couple. Murray, and Anderson's got it. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they'll throw with Carr. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Carlson able to put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
One more time with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
1 down.
They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he's over the line and in for a later touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Murray now. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Carr now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A first down for Devontae Adams in his first season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Over the previous 2 years in Green Bay, he led the NFL in receptions and touchdowns and is building off of a 123-catch, 1,500-yard season. Now, of course, in Raiders black and silver instead of Packers green and gold. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs from 6 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, it's Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throw left side complete. That's Counter. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I think for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing again on second down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams from 19 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught by Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Carr. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw his Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A Raider 1st down, Carter Renfrow. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to.
Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
There he goes, left side. The 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And some space here. Boy, 208 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win here for the Raiders. And it was Derek Carr, Charles, who was really the star of the show.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most. And they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Las Vegas, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.